Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to do something really exciting. We will light up digital numbers, just like the one you see on your clocks, calculators, and elevators. So, we will be using a special tool that is called 7 segment display to create glowing numbers. And we will control it using a mini computer called Arduino, all in virtual lab called Tinkercad. So this activity will help you to understand how numbers are shown using electronics, and the best part, you will actually make them light up yourself. So ready to become digital display creators? Okay. So first of all, what we have to do, just a moment. So you have to log in Tinkercad. So let's see. So the log for login. So this is the link, that is https www.tinkercad.com. So this is the very first page that will appear. So you have to log in. So how to log in? So there, see, I'm already logged in because I have an account. So you have to create an account, or you can, you join it without login also. But I suggest that please log in. So you can do a sign up. You can create a free account. So I'm an educator, so I'm going to start it like here as an educator. You can join as a student, and you can create your personal account as well. So you can just, create by using your Google account. Okay. So like I agree, and you can just sign up with your Google account. So it will ask me, it will link Tinkercad with my Google account. So it's already there. So that is why it gets open. So this is the very first page that appears. So Tinkercad is your virtual lab. It will help you to create wonders, actually wonders. We can create many things. So as today, the special thing is that I am going to tell you about circuits. We are going to play around circuits. So we can even draw, 3D designs. Even we can do code block, means like we can do code block programming. And now the today's topic is for circuits. So once you click on circuit, this is the blank page that will appear. So this is your workspace. So first I'm going to simulate you what we are going to create today. What electronic components, with the help of different electronic components, we are going to create. So this is the final output. So before executing further, first I would like to show you, the final output. So when I am going to start simulation, you can see this is your light, and it is blinking, right? As if now it is showing 8 because all the lights are on. So you can just customize it, and you can just make it 1, you can just make it 2, you can just make it 3. How that you can do? Just a moment, let me just show you. So if you just make this light, just a moment. So as if now in this code, I made all the lights to get on, and high and low, and it is blinking. So when all the lights are on, it means it forms 8. But if you only just make lit only this and this line, so we have 8 lines total, 7 lines, and the 8th one is your this DP. So if you just make this line and this line on, then 1 will display. If this, and this, and this and this, then it will just blink 2. And if you just if you want 3, then you have to just lit or on these lines. So it depends on you how you want, whether you want 1, 2, 3 to be displayed, or whatever you want. So I'm just going to tell you how we make it on, how make it off. You just need to customize it as per your need. Okay, so you can see this is the final output. Let me just explain you what actually it is all about. This is your workspace, right? Where you actually create your circuit. So how we are going to take our circuits, you can, just a moment, let me just stop simulation. Okay, so here on the side, you can just take, registers or whatever things you want. You can just, from the right hand side, you can pick all those things. Like as if now we have registers. Here we have drop down, basics, Arduino, micro, bit, circuit assembly. So we have all. So you just connect, you just select, and you will get correspond things. Okay. Now, apart from that, we have this Arduino board. This is your 7 segment display. So it is a small screen with 7 light bars you can shape, and it's shaped like 8, right? Each bar is called a segment. How we refer these lines, I was just explaining, it is called segments. So this is called segments. Each line, each individual lines. Then we have, just a moment. Okay. Then uh, and it all segments are named from A, B, C to G. Okay, and then we can just make it on, and we can just display any number 0 to 9, right? And then we have Arduino Uno. That is this board, complete board. This complete board together is called as Arduino so it is a small computer. It is a tiny computers that gives instructions. So what does it do? Actually, it tells this 7 segment display which segment to light up. So you can see we have connected wires, right, from this segment to this Arduino. So this is your Arduino Uno, and this is your beer board. This is a white board with holes where we can plug in wires and parts. Basically, what it does, it helps us connect everything. Like this, we are connected without using glue or tape. It's just like our Lego for electronics. We build without breaking anything. Then we have resistors. These smalls are called resistors. This is, it shows down the, actually, basically, it slows down the electricity so that lights in the display don't burn out. So it's just like a safety helmet for the LEDs. It protects them. Okay, it controls the flow basically. Then we have wires. These red lines are wires. These are colorful. We have colorful wires used to connect all the parts together. So they carry electricity and messages between the Arduino and beer board, and it displays the segment. So basically this Arduino is the small computer which give instruction, and this beer board help us to connect every segment without falling apart anything. These resistor controls the electricity, and with the help of wires we connect this segment to this Arduino. Okay, so we have two grounds also. These two lines, this line and this line, are ground. So Arduino gives 5 volts of power to make the lights work. So we need this ground to complete the circuit. So we have 2 grounds. So we should not forget this. It is used to complete the circuit, right? Now let's start creating it in actual. Okay, so just a moment. So this is your blank slate, right? The first of all thing is that you just need to select Arduino. So we can select it from here. So we have this combination. See, you can just drag and drop, nothing else. So this is our Arduino and this is our beer board. Now what we need, 7 segment, right? So you can just type also here 7. When you type 7 segment, it will give you, just a moment. So we can just see our 7 segment in basics. When you just scroll down, and we do not find it here. So in your all, and just scroll, and this is your 7 segment display, right? You can just bring it here and drop. Now we need resistors, right? So resistors are on the top only, right? We have these resistors. So we can just bring it here. We need to change few things, like for mm, resistors, we need, for this light, we need to make it cathode. And for resistors, we need to just flip it up. Why? Because we need to connect with this big line to this Arduino, and the small line to this segment. So we have to flip it up, flip it. So it's easy, basically. Okay, you can just Control C and just Control V. You can create, you can attach as many as, so Control V. I'm just, what I have done, I just Control C, I just, uh, you know, select the register and just Control C and Control V. One more thing that we have to do is we have to just change the resistance to 200. This much is allowed and we have to select this new. Just let me delete this because they are not, they are set with default settings. Now we need 8 resistors. Why? Because we have 7 segments, 7 lines are there, and 1 decrease there. Okay. Now here also, Control V. So we need to flip it up as we need this way, right? The bigger side will need to connect with the pins down. So these are the pins with the help of which we are going to lit this light. So Control V, Control V, and Control V. So first is that this is the common, this is the ground, which gets connected to negative. You can see we have positive and negative both. So we have to be very careful here, right? You can see negative, and the other one will also be like this only. So let's see, let's do. So and just connect this C common to this negative. So this makes a ground. Now to lid. So I'm going to first demonstrate the very first line. So you can see you have what you have to do. You have to just bring it and you can just see A and B, right? So you can connect to A. You have to see the line should not, the lines that is going to pass should not be overlapped. Otherwise it gets burst. Okay. So we have to just, so when you click here, so how come this wire is appearing? You just need to press here, automatically this will appear. This wire will appear. You have to drag and drop it here. So this is for, okay, this is for this. Now you can see this is for B part, A and B. So I told you that it is has A to Z, G, then we have 2, right? So we have to, now this is ready. We have to write a code. So here in this portion, you can see this is the code. So we have block code. Block coding is also there. If you are comfortable with block coding, you can use this. And then we have a text. So text is our C++. We are not supposed to write anything. It's already there. We just need to write here 1. This is the pin number, this pin number. And you have to just make this high and low, whatever you want. Okay. So the code is already written. You just need to do this. When you start simulation, you can check whether it is working or not. Oh, bust. So why it is getting busted out? So this is good that happened because this is just overlapping. So this is the problem, right? So what we will do, just a moment, we can just make it, can just delete it and we can just bring it to D2. So this happens. So we need to be very careful. Thank God it is virtual. And 2 and that's 1, right? Oh, it is at 11. Why it is not working? Because I have just a moment. So there we have to be very careful. Okay. So right. So it is blinking. So I have written the code for 1 only, right? So the 1 line is getting blinked. So you can just a moment. Control C and Control V. We can just type 2 here. And here also we can just Control C and the same thing will be need to write for code 2. But we need to be very careful while we are writing code or while we are, creating this wire, while we are connecting, because no overlap should happen. Otherwise, it will bust out. okay, or it will not work as we want. So you can see, so it is burst out. So something is getting wrong. Let me just process it. What is getting wrong? Just a moment. Let me just check. It is two. It is one. So see, this is this line, and for this also same line. So we have to just make it a bit here, bit shift. So it is again, it is busting out. So something is going wrong. I need to check whether ground is connected or not properly. Sometimes because it creates problem because of ground as well. Okay. So this is right. So for this line is there. So we need to be very careful. Okay, this line is not going right. So for B, for A. Hmm. Huh. So now it is running fine, right? So now we have to link this as well with line 4. So we have to be very, very careful that two should not be overlap. In the sense, see, you can see if I'm this line is for this one. This line is for this one. So we have to be very careful. Like just okay. So now we have to bring it here. So I'm just making it here so that we have space. Okay, it is working fine, right? Now we will bring it this one and we need to connect it to, so this is DP or this is C, right? And this is for third line. And okay, and this is for this DP. This DP is dot, okay? So we need to stop it. Yeah, okay. So we have to just bring it here so that it should not be touch. Why I'm moving it here and there? Because if it is overlap, it will just bust it out. So let me just bring it down and just, I just forgot to write the code. You just need to just make this height. So we are using this component, we are writing code. So, so behind every electronic device, we have coding. So you can see to make these pins to light up, we need to write the code. So what I am doing, I'm just writing code to make these pin high and low. So they are blinking, right? And we have created delay. Delay function is used to have some delay before it becomes low. Let's see, 3 and 4. You can just start simulation. on, right? So now we have these lines and this DP working. Now our task is to light up this. We have to go here, G, and then we can just connect to 13. Okay, and just bring like this. We need space, that is why, or F, and just 12. Okay, we can check whether it is working fine or it's going to burst out. So we need to copy because we are going to copy all four because we have all four, right? So this is for pin 13 and there is pin 12, right? So as if now we do not have this pin. So let's write for this pin also, that is 11 and 10, right? And here also let's copy and paste. Control C, Control V. 11, 12, 13, and we have 10. The same way we have for low for to blink, to show the blinking. 10, 12, 13, and 11. Right, this is the code, and we can just see, right, it is working fine. So now these two are left, right? So we have to connect these two. We have to bring it here, or we have to just make this here. Just need to shift a bit so that they should not overlap. To just connect with line 11. Just bring it here. And D, right? 10. So code has been already written. You can see it is blinking. So you can just, make it like, suppose this is line 1, 2, 3. You can just change it. You can just like, once it is high, when it is low, you can just delay and you can just make only 4 high. I'm just giving you example. After this delay, you can do this. Now you can see the simulation, right? So you can just change it. Whatever things you want, you can just make high or everyone, or you can just make high some. Control X, you can see now. So 7 is getting displayed. 1, 2, 3, 4 displays 7. So if instead of that, okay, just stop simulation. If you want to just change the code, I'm just pasting it again and I'm just removing this. Control X. Now, if I simulate, it will print, it will display this one. So it's your choice how you want to display which character, which number. So lots of coding is required, no doubt. So as if now you can see the all the segments of that light is blinking, right? So that's all from my side. I hope you like this activity. And if you have any problem, you can ask. You can. So your task is the further the project further advancement is that you need to display 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So I just want you to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Okay, so one by one. Try this and come up with your interesting results. So that's all. Thank you from my side.